Caution. This podcast is designed for mature audiences. We delve into topics surrounding sexuality and intimate relationships in a candid and open manner. Please note that we are not licensed marriage or sex therapists, and the content shared here is intended solely for entertainment and informational purposes. If you are under 18 years old or prefer not to engage in explicit discussions about sex, relationships, or mature language, we advise against proceeding further. However, if you're of legal age and comfortable with such content, feel free to settle in, grab a beverage, and enjoy this episode. Just remember, time flies when you're having fun. Oh, and the stories you are about to hear are true. The names have been changed to protect the guilty.
Welcome to Beyond Monogamy, where every episode is a journey of discovery, liberation, and endless possibility. Join your hosts Roger Johnson and Janet Valentine as they peel back the layers of convention, inviting you into a world where passion knows no boundaries. Beyond Monogamy, a podcast that transcends the traditional norms of relationships to uncover the raw, unfiltered stories about the lifestyle. And now, your hosts, Roger Johnson and Janet Valentine.
Let's get this party started. Roger's not here yet. Maybe he pops in. We'll see. Welcome Beyond Monogamy. I'm Janet Valentine.
I'm Barbie Triple E.
And I'm Steve.
The professor. Steve the professor.
Steve the professor. I forgot that.
That's right.
Okay, before we start, had a realization today. I was watching something, regular TV, last night, and I realized that the word, one of our vocabulary words that I had, I called it quaffles, and I have been calling it quaffles for the last 15 years. Okay. The younger generation does not call it quaffle. They call it queefles. Did you know that?
I did not.
It's a
did.
queefle.
You did?
I did.
So
Queefle.
I have vocabulary correction. It's not
Yeah.
quaffle bubbles. It's queefle bubbles. When I jump in the pool and all of a
Queefle.
sudden those bubbles come.
Pussy bubble. It happened.
Vocabulary word correction. Okay. So let's jump into it. We could either do song, word, news, or hey, what did you do last weekend?
Well, I did it all. So
Okay.
it
Then
was
let's let you go.
so let's start with the word. This is another softball. It is also another Beyond Monogamy podcast original from L.
Okay.
So this should be a softball.
All right.
Eskimo sisters.
Eskimo sisters. Are you rubbing noses?
Are
you rubbing pussies?
No, what I think it is one is licking the asshole and one is licking the balls or something. And so the noses meet, right? That's what I would say. Right? Come on, Steve's laughing.
I'm trying to picture that. Okay.
Steve's laughing.
Oh, that's great. Elle said here, I wish you could heard that. That's great. That's incorrect. Eskimo sisters is pretty simple. Basically, it's just two women who both have a load of cum in their mouth and they're snowballing. They're exchanging snowballs.
Snowballs. I got it.
Eskimo.
That makes total sense. Total sense. I went directly to the nose. We should have gone to
I
the
know.
yummy
I think, how they,
right.
Eskimo
Yummy
kiss.
snowball.
There you
Yes.
go.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
So Eskimo
delightful.
sisters, I like it.
Yeah,
I like
that's
it better than queefles.
Yeah.
That
So
sounds like something you need a shot for.
exactly.
Queefles.
So the story is hilarious. This live performance artist named Smash Adams is a lady, a performance artist. She goes to a club. They suspend her from ropes or a sling, whatever. They put a bong up her ass, and the crowd is taking hits off the bong.
Oh.
I said, you know what? I ain't smoked pot in
I
40
don't
years,
even-
but I'd take a hit off of that one, I think.
I don't even understand how that works. I need a visual.
She
think
is-
about
Right?
She is in a sling, face down.
She's face.
Oh.
She's face
Oh
down
my
in a
goodness.
sling or a swing, and they shove the bong put the bong in her ass. They tried to. She wanted to flip over and put one in her pussy also, but they said nope, I'm not going to do that.
Well, that's
So
not. Don't do that at all, people. Don't do that at all. No.
yeah,
You don't want that smoke down in some of your privates going inside like no.
yeah,
Just smoke it the old fashioned way.
yeah. So those guys, so they put it in there. So
Wow.
they lit up. Those guys are taking a hit off the bong, and she just had it sitting there with the. I guess the base of the bong was in her ass. I'm going, okay, so cool. I guess.
I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess.
Yeah, but then
Wouldn't
you have
be
to have
my
a
thing.
lighter. No.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't
know.
know. So, and if there's any hair, does it get burnt up? Is there actual accidents when you go to
it would have
really.
it'd have to be tall. It would have to be a tall
Yeah.
bong.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we know somebody who would do
Uh-oh.
that.
Okay.
Yes. Same person who did the sushi, naked sushi. Missy Evil would.
Yes.
Missy Evil would do that in a heartbeat.
And the siren would do it also. Or the tornado siren.
Oh, okay.
So I asked her about that. So, yeah, that's interesting. Okay, Sex Olympics. Oh my gosh! Now we did not get proper setup and arrangements, but we were invited to a little get together Thursday, July the 3rd. Yeah. So we get there. We're playing. We've been playing for about 2 hours, and I've been playing with a lady and then another lady, and Elle was playing with a guy. Next thing you know, everybody's gone. We're sort of laying there. I'm there with 3 women. I'm going, hey, I want to try something.
You want to try and make them come all at the same time?
They said, what do you want to do? I said, well, I want you 3 to lay on the edge of the bed for me. Okay, what are we doing? I said, no, face me. So we do this. So I get my fingers all lubed up. The 2 on the outside, put fingers together, playing with the G-spot, getting them going. And then I'm going down on the one in the middle.
Wow.
I'm having a blast. I stop and said, somebody bring a camera or bring your phone. So we got pictures and everything of this of me doing it. And I haven't got them yet from the host. But now here's the deal. Like I said, we weren't quite prepared. We should have been. I had one had an orgasm.
That's getting close.
One had just had multiple orgasms. I just given her multiple orgasms, so she was sort of done. And the third one didn't have one because we didn't have a pad underneath her. Guess who that was? She said, I'm not going to come because I don't have a pad. I'll be juiced up and squirting everywhere.
So you were practicing. That was warm up for the Olympics.
But it was really fun.
He's going to be the coach. He's going to be the coach.
Because I've seen Kyle do this. I've seen Kyle practice this too. So we know we got a couple guys already that would enter this one. This one definitely.
We have contenders.
Now, I'm in it on the bad note. We went to a party Friday. Hostess says it's a party, vanilla party. I said, okay.
Damn it.
Well, she says it's a party. I said, okay, is this a vanilla party or is it a lifestyle party? She goes, well, it's a vanilla party with lifestyle friends.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, I said,
okay.
Whatever, family.
Because somebody might pop in.
Yeah. Exactly. She goes, but then she says, we're going to have nude sunbathing on the roof. I'm going, well, there's not going to be no kids are going to be there. So I'm going, okay, this is going sideways. I get another text from her about an hour later. She goes, whatever happens, happens. If it does happen, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I said, okay, fine. We get there, yada, yada, yada. We're up there nude sunbathing, having a great time, visiting, drinking. Time to go down and have dinner. I brought the cake for the splashing.
Right.
Oh, yes.
We did that. The splashing was a no-go. We get done with dinner. The hostess, I'm not joking, stands up, walks over to the couch, and falls asleep.
Oh.
And the only reason we know she's asleep is because she's over there snoring. We can hear her snoring. Elle says, let's go. Done. So.
She may have had too many alcoholic beverages.
Yeah, I don't know. But so we bailed about 7:30. Said, sorry. We're heading back. We're going camping again. So,
I'm sorry. I would have to do. I would be such a terrible guest. I would have to probably think about if she had hair down there and wasn't shaved, I would have to shave something like a question mark on her pussy. Okay. Right?
Oh.
Just leave it till, just what? Either that or a target or something, something that basically says, we know you did this, we know you were asleep, and we were here. That's
Yes.
basically what I would have to do.
Well,
Maybe
then you draw the mustache on with a Sharpie.
right, draw the mustache on or whipped cream,
Yes.
like do a whipped
Yeah.
cream target or
Yeah.
whatever.
So
just something like that. I gotta be, but that's why I wouldn't get invited back.
well,
No.
and this is the third party that Elle has said we're not going back to. So we have decided we have not had a party in a year and a half. So we decided that we're going to get back into the party scene.
Oh, yay.
Somebody
That's
needs
the
to
only
teach.
way to do it. That's
Somebody
the only
needs
way
to
to do it.
show these people how to have a good party and the correct party.
Yeah.
All right.
So and so that's all I have.
Well, that's a
Tap out.
lot.
The only hint that I would give you that I didn't do that Cherie did is I would put a chair next to every bed and have 3 rolled up towels just in a little triangle just by each bed. That's
Yes.
so smart. It's so freaking smart.
I was telling Elle about that. We listened to the podcast, and I
Yes.
said that's what we want to do. So,
Right. Just a little chair with that, just the and they were all rolled up nice so you could tell they were just so you could grab a roll and just put it out.
Go.
Well, and when I asked Cherie later, she's like, "Well, I figured somebody might want to use it rolled up just to heighten something a little bit if you gotta."
Oh, yeah.
You gotta
Hey,
get an
that's
angle there,
Multi-purpose.
Right.
How smart is that? How helpful is that?
Yeah.
And then putting the slickums right there next to it.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Right on both sides of the bed sometimes. That's just have it everywhere.
Hey, Janet, I was
Yes.
reading today. Guess what the naughtiest sex position is?
Naughtiest?
Yeah. Barbie, what do you think it is? Janet, what do you think the naughtiest sex position is?
Reverse
Naughtiest.
cowboy. Reverse cowboy.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. Reverse cat. That's exactly
You would
what
think
I was
so. It wasn't. Up against the wall.
Oh, yes.
They said because you're being aggressive and you want them to know that you want them and all of them. They have nowhere to go.
Ah,
Oh, it's so
and
hot.
that you really want them that much that you're ready to put them up against the wall and be that
Right.
aggressive with them. I'm going, and that's central.
And I got to tell you that up against the wall, and what you do is the women's hands are like up, like she's being arrested, hands up. And the guy's got one hand on her hand on one side and one hand on the other side and just fucking her that way, just holding her up like as if she's being arrested, but in a different, better sort of way.
Yeah, that feels good, actually. That's a good one.
So I think I'm tapped out on all my information so I'll sit here and laugh now the rest of the night.
Well,
I'm thinking your experiment, your thinking of the Sex Olympics and doing a trial run for us.
I want to. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Barbie.
Just that I think there was a lot more to that party that you have left out.
There was.
It sounds like it was a good party, and you kind of skipped over all that, like yada yada. And then told us about that. So tell us about
that's
the
such
party.
a guy. That's always the guy thing to do. The guy wants to get to let's get to the meat of it and just skip the stuff on the beginning. Skip the appetizer.
I was just so happy that I got to do the Sex Olympics event. So but we had a good time. There was 4 couples, and we went and sort of split up here or there, and they had the rose. And so I had one of the ladies.
I have a rose.
She's a little. She's a little sub, and she will do whatever you ask. And she likes me to sort of do that. I said okay. So I lay down, and I did what she absolutely loves is forced orgasms with the rose. Oh, there it is.
I have not seen that before. Folks, you
There's
need
that.
to look up the rose. That
Oh,
looks
yeah.
like
There's one with
fun.
that's the one with the tongue, and then there's one with a suction cup, like a suction cup.
Ooh,
And
Right.
I used a
nice.
suction cup on her, and then I
Right.
put the tail is a is a reciprocal dildo basically. So
All
I did that
right.
for her, and she got to where got zoned out.
Lola, the queen of the toys. Lola,
Yeah.
my friend,
Yes.
my bestie for now. Lola is she got me this. And the rose, the way it looks like for you folks, I'm going to try and describe what it looks like. It's called a rose because uh, it looks like it really actually looks like a tulip. Okay, it looks like the
Yeah.
outside of a tulip, and then there's one petal that is the tongue. And when you turn on, when you turn it on, the tongue goes up and down, and it mimics somebody licking on your pussy. Okay,
But it can go at
so
a really rapid pace.
it can go at whatever pace you want it to go at. It
Yeah.
can go, yes, yes, and this particular one, see, you can't hear it, but it's
Oh wow.
I'm
Yes.
showing
That's a
Barry.
good one.
This particular one this goes into the anus. Okay. So if you can stick this in as the butt plug and then put the rose in, and
Yeah.
so you can hit both areas. Yes, Roger's going to be very sad that he missed this one because he can't see that I have this little rose thing. This is
Well,
courtesy
that's
of
a great.
Lola.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Lola.
Yeah. So
So yes,
that's great. So we did that. Elle got worked over by all four of us, and
okay.
she had one. She just almost, I thought she was squirt across the room. It was so intense. I'm like, holy moly. And of course, just soaks to bed. But it was very fun. We had a good time. So nothing too crazy. So
So
yeah. I got to
I
play with three women at the same time. It was just another night. It was just, it was just a
just a normal.
Thursday night, just a Thursday night. You know how that is. Yeah.
Well, I did end up. Everybody had left. Elle and I stayed to help clean up.
Mhm.
I grabbed the hostess. I threw her on the dining room table and started going down on her right there. And Elle and the host are going, "Oh my God!" We're on the dining room table. I spread everything out of the way, and so then we ended up fucking right there on the table. So,
Ooh, wow.
But
it was fun.
good
Yeah,
things
it
come
sounds
to
like
those
it.
who wait and to those who help. Okay, good things come. That's all I
That's
can
right.
say. Is it's
That's
great
right.
courtesy. If you really enjoy a party, one of the things that you can do is to make sure you either help set up or help tear down because it is a lot of work. And then you recognize that with the host or hostess. I got a text from Lola that said, "I've had a really bad work day. Are you up for some naughty time this evening?"
Oh,
Okay, it was in the middle of the week. And I had a weird, bad day too. And so I texted her back and said, "What time?"
Yeah.
Just what time? Let's go. Okay. So we ordered some food. Lola lives about 10-15 minutes away from me.
That's nice.
When we get, yeah, it's great. That's why they were a COVID couple for us because it was so easy. You could walk over there and it was, basically great.
Fabulous.
So
Yeah.
just proximity was awesome. So we get there and she says the third couple is going to come. The third couple that makes up the perfect six. Okay, like this is not a rule of six. It's the perfect six. Everyone is attracted to everyone else. Okay, so I don't care which guy I'm popping. It's either Fabio or it's Kyle or it's Jim. Okay, and so they come over. We have quick dinner, and we've already got the coconut oil in the back. Lola's got the massage table set up, the big king bed next to it, and I am on the king bed, and I'm getting happiness because every party starts over at their house with me seeing the barber. Okay.
So
Kyle says, you need shaved, don't you? Even if I have been shaved like 5 days ago, yes, I need shaved. Okay. Yes, me. Right. And so we start out every party that way at his house, put on the music. We've got the massage music going, and the play music is going, and then Kyle shaves me, and when he's done shaving me, he's like, I got to test my work. That's always his game. Let's test out and see how this does. So he is playing with me, and he decides to go down on me, and he's licking around to make sure. His thing is, I want to make sure I haven't missed any hairs. That's his big old thing, and he does not mind if there's a little hair there. It doesn't freak him out. Other guys, I know there's some of you guys out here who are gagging, thinking that's a horrible thing. No, this is not a problem for him. That's why he's a perfect barber. Okay. So he's cleaned me up and he's licking me and stuff. And then Jim gets up on the bed and he's maneuvering around. And I got Jim in my mouth and I've got Kyle playing with me below. That goes really well. We continue to play together. We've known each other so long that you don't even have to say anything. It's somebody comes over and then Lola comes over and she's putting a toy on the clit while somebody else's dick is railing me, and it's like you just lose track even of who the fingers and hands are because it doesn't really matter anymore. It's just fun. Okay. And so having the fun, I've lost it. I look over and they take me over to the massage table. I get up on the massage table. They're massaging me and they start fucking me over there. And then I look over on the bed and Jim's wife, Katie. Katie is this cute little thing that is so intelligent. And Katie is in the middle of the bed and she is being done by Kyle, but Jim jumps up on her. Kyle's licking on her pussy. Jim jumps up over her waist, and Katie has really big boobs and really big boobs. Okay, that are natural big boobs, and you can tell Jim and Katie have been married a long time, but Jim's eyes at this point are just the lust eyes of, I'm going to fuck these tits. Okay. And so he's been in this position. You can tell he hikes over her. He's been in this position. This is his place. This is the best place for him to be. And he starts fucking the boobs. He's got them pushed up and he's fucking the boobs to the point that it is just, he is railing her. Okay. And she is really, really happy. And she's getting her pussy licked by Kyle. Kyle gets happy with her. It makes her happy. She comes, she screams. Jim's really happy. He lays over on the bed next to her, collapses next to her. And so I have no idea where Kyle went.
We'll be right back after this short message from Beads on the Go.
Hey party people. Ready to spice up your next sex party? Introducing Beads on the Go. The world's first anal beads you can wear around your waist. Stylish, discreet, and oh so chic. These beads double as a flirty belt until you're ready for action. Just unclip, lube up, and let the fun begin. No more fumbling in your bag. Keep the party poppin' with Beads on the Go. Available now at all adult boutiques. Beads on the Go, the best ass accessory money can buy.
And now, more from the Beyond Monogamy cast of characters.
But so there's Jim and Katie's laying on the bed. And I look at Jim's dick, and Jim's dick has that creaminess, the pre-cum stuff on it. And I go back to what we had talked about. I was like, oh, I got to have that. Okay. So I jump down from the massage table, go over and just start sucking on this dick. And the thing is, Jim's eyes are closed at this point, right? And so all of a sudden he goes, wow. it's like, all right. So I'm sucking on his dick and it is great. Okay. He has one of those grower dicks. Like it looks like when you start out that it's not going to be very big, but when you play with this thing, it grows and it's a great grower dick. Okay. So it's good size. Get it. I'm sucking on this stuff. And Katie, she's been the shyest one out of our group. She is usually the really quiet, oh, I don't want a massage, or I don't want to be any bother, or, she's just been really quiet and stuff. Right. And so I'm sucking on his dick, and it's like this trance has come over Katie. She turns and she looks and she whispers to us in this sultry voice, and she goes, "Oh, suck on that cock."
Yes.
And Jim's like, you can just see on his face that her saying this is like the hottest thing ever. And she's like, I want you to suck my husband's dick like you haven't ever sucked another dick before. And she's like, you just do it. And she whispers in his ear, you're so hard, because you can see her lips and her big boobs there. And she just starts telling him the story.
Oh, I like talkers.
And sultry. And the thing is, like, I would not. This is the first time this has come out. I mean, we've played with these guys for a couple of years. This is the first time that this has come out of this woman's mouth,
Oh. Wow.
And I was just like, oh, I don't know what happened to you, but this is a good Katie. Give me some more. Okay. And so she just goes on and on. And then he just can't, he's like, bursts. Okay. And he just comes all over my mouth, and I look at her and I smile, and she just takes her finger up and grabs it off of as it's coming out of my mouth, grabs it, licks it, and he's just laying there like, I have the best life ever.
Well, according to Steve, he does, right?
And that's true. And when things happen organically, it's just so great. It's like we had a party, and it was about midnight. I know it's late for Janet, but we're sitting around, and it was a Christmas party, and there's 6 couples here. And the guys are sitting around, we're all having a drink. And in the middle of the floor, we have a king size mattress. And all of our wives were down there playing with each other. And I'm going, guys, I don't care who it is. We're the luckiest motherfuckers on the face of the earth. And we were. I was in hog heaven. It's just unbelievable. But it happened organically. It was not planned. They just came in, sat down. And so I can imagine how you enjoyed that, Janet, being so organically started that way. Wow.
Especially, it wasn't like we planned this party or anything else. It started with, I've had a really shitty day and I need to have some naughty time. When they go over, it's totally unexpected. And then you get over and you're done. I mean, I got home at like 9:00. Okay. So, I mean, we might have started at 5. Okay. I got home at 9:00, but I started out with headache. I don't want to, it's been a really crummy day. Life is bad, la, la, la. And woe is me. And then I go over to my friend's house, fuck a bunch of friends, and then it's just like, yeah, this is okay. I'm all right. It was a great way to end the day. Okay.
And then you realize none of this other shit means anything.
It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't.
No,
it really doesn't.
No.
And got rid of your headache.
Yeah. Totally. Like I don't know about, the stereotype is when a woman has a headache that she doesn't want sex. No, I've learned the best way to get rid of my headache. Somebody come over here and make me come. Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody come over here and just get my blood running. Right. I don't care if it's the vibrator or your tongue or a dick. I don't care. Just get my blood going and take me away. This is not, it's take me to that space, because I love being in that space where you just lose all track of time, except for I hear Katie's voice going, suck on that guy's cock, suck on my husband's cock. It's like, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, from somebody who's been really passive, really quiet. And you think the next day she goes to work or she's walking down the street, you guys have no clue what this little firebrand can do.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Oh,
you never know. You never know what people do behind closed doors. You don't know. What
it's
they look like on the outside has absolutely nothing to do with.
that's it's like hell. You know, raised a good little Catholic girl, has been very quiet, very shy all her life. You know,
Yeah.
Right.
look out behind closed doors. So,
Yep. Yep.
like,
Yep. That's
that's great
right.
that Katie's that way. That is so hot.
It was like watching somebody come out of their shell. And I mean, because like she has been doing this with us. She just has always been the participant on the side. And I have really, I've given her the last time we played together at a party of 8 where she was there, I gave her a massage and then I played with her and I actually went down on her and made her very happy. And she was like, if I would have done this 2 years ago, she would have been like, you're not getting near me. Okay. But
Really?
now, right. So now she's just gotten into past whatever was in her head and she's gotten into, yeah, this is just whatever feels good.
Yeah. Sex is sex.
Right. So if we can do it all together, I, um, I, I continue to think, I don't, because I mean, how long have I been in this? What, 15 to 20 years? I can't imagine my life without this. I really cannot.
It's been more than 20 years, honey.
Oh, sorry. Well, anyway, it's been really good. Okay. And this is how good it was. So, I was in a situation where somebody knew that I was in a situation where I was near something that was happening, where a riot was happening or a dangerous situation was happening. And I was near enough to it that 3 of the people that we played with in Paris reached out and said, I believe it was a hurricane. Okay. So I was somewhere near where a hurricane was coming. And 3 of those people in Paris had reached out and said, Janet, are you okay?
Yeah.
It was like,
Yeah.
and these are people that, we know them, we play with them, we fuck them, but we've become such good friends with them that it's gone. I can't stress enough how good having a true lifestyle friend is.
Yep.
And you're the one that taught me this, Barbie, is that, you can say things to a lifestyle person that you would never be able to admit to your regular
That's
friends.
right. That's right. 100%. It's actually, I remember even thinking this one time, I may have said it to you, that you're the only person who really knows me. You know what I mean? Because this was in our lives where, you have kids, you have the other life, you're doing stuff, you're still working full time, all of that. And yet your lifestyle people are the ones that really know you,
right?
Especially once you really make the friends and they know what you do for a living and they know what all of that. Once you make that friendship.
I know I say that I get mad at people at parties because they're talking about their dogs or their kids or their grandkids or their medical conditions and stuff. That I don't want to represent it wrong that way. I don't mind you talking about that like downstairs in the kitchen, but don't talk up in the bedroom when I'm fucking somebody else. Okay.
Right. And I also think if you connect with people, you go out to eat or you do something else that's besides a party to get to know people also. Let's meet and have a drink. Let's meet and have dinner, and just get to know you even better because we really liked you. So, yeah.
Right. But then like I would, there were some people, so these profiles on SLS and SDC where they say something like, we want to have a couple, we want to meet another couple that we can go out to have dinner with and have wine with and go antiquing with and stuff. Hell no. Hell no. No. So it's like this balance of when does this happen?
You're right. You're right.
If you put this in your profile and I've never met you before, I do not want to meet you. I
Uh-uh. I
don't.
agree.
Okay.
I agree.
So you may be wanting what I have with like Barbie and your husband and what I have with Steve and Al, but and with Tornado
That has, yeah.
and Cowboy, yeah. But if you write it down in a profile, you're too desperate for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I, am I
Yeah.
Yeah.
am I the kitschy high school girl that's saying I'm in the cool club, and when you tell me that you want to be in the cool club, I don't want you. I don't know if that's really what I'm saying. It's a weird balance.
Well, I also think, I don't know about anybody else, but at this point in my life, I don't want a commitment. I don't want
No,
to have to feel like, oh, they want us to go and do this now, or I have to give up a weekend, or I have to, because now these people want to have that expectation, and no, no, it all comes organically because even I think you mentioned, Steve, that you and the tornado and her partner, you guys have gone camping together. So, it's not
Yes.
like, yeah. So you meet people and you become friends and you start to hang out in other settings. And the two couples, you guys could talk about anything in the world because you've
That's
crossed so much ground.
right.
that's very true. We just had dinner with the tornado a couple weeks ago. Cowboy was out of town working, and we got together and just had a nice dinner.
Good.
And that's what's nice about it. But yeah, like Janet said, and like you said, Barbie, I'm not looking for you to. I'm not looking to go antiquing. I'm not looking to go. And the one that really gets me is we're looking for people to go ride our motorcycles on the
Oh,
old C4P. You had one of those,
yeah.
or we're campers. We're motorcycle riders. Now, folks, everybody knows that Elle and I camp, but we don't put that on our profile. We don't.
Right.
That's not what these sites are for. You
Right.
know,
Right.
if it comes up organically, like we've been talking about everything, wonderful. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not. I'm the same way. No, you
Yeah.
to me they come across as needy.
Well, what else also happens is that you get jealousy in there. You did more things with this couple than you did with this couple. If somebody gives
Oh,
me that line,
no.
I'm pulling away from them. Like I
No.
am detaching from them.
Immediately.
Doc used to do that to me. He would get all upset. He was so afraid that we were going to do something and not invite him.
Oh
Um,
my
so
goodness.
that it became an issue. There's I talked to somebody and asked them, "Hey, are you listening to the podcast?" And they said, "Well, I don't. I tried to listen to it, but I get jealous." And I was like, "What do you get jealous of?" And they go, "I get jealous of your stories." And
Wow.
Really?
right, yeah. And
Wow.
I was like,
I've
"Really?"
never thought of that.
And they said,
Ever.
I get jealous of your stories, but I don't want it to come across as I'm this party animal, you guys. I am semi-retired. I mean, that's like once in 3 or 4 weeks that I did this, and this is with the rule of 8. We may not see these guys for another 4 or 5 months. And then, I don't get it held. Never do when I walk in and it's Jim and Katie, do they say, "Oh, Janet and Fabio, we haven't seen you in forever." They never give us that bullshit line. They just don't. You just walk into the party, you pick up with wherever you left off. And if you happen to, after the sex is over, be out in the living room and talking about your grandkid, or I knew you were facing this challenge last time, how's it going, or whatever. Okay. There's that. Now, the one thing I did do, so um I've learned fantasy football, and I've got about 5 people from the lifestyle that were in a fantasy football group.
Oh, well, that's always talk about a sidebar conversation.
Well, that's because actually one of them is Diablo. You've met him.
Oh, well,
He's been
there
on
you
the show.
go. Yeah.
Diablo and I are in a fantasy football group together. Okay, because we were talking football. Kyle. If Kyle's dick gets hard when you start talking football. So if I start saying in the middle of fucking, if I say, I think the fullback is a lost position and I don't think it should be there anymore. Okay. Kyle's dick gets like twice as hard. So of course I'm going to
Okay.
talk football, right?
Of
All
course,
right.
exactly.
Yep,
Exactly.
That's an interesting kink of its own.
Right. But so then it comes out, and so whatever. Anyway. So it was
Yeah.
nice to have that stress relief. Am I going to be able to get it all the time? I don't know.
Well, here's
but
the thing about stories and people feeling jealous. First of all, you can make your own stories. You can
yes.
go out there and try this and put yourself out there and make your own stories, because the worst experiences sometimes make the funniest stories. So
Yeah.
get out there and live a little, get some nursing home memories. Just get out there, see what it's like. If you're jealous, well, see what it's like. It's fun, and it's not all fun. Listen to our podcast. It's not, but
No, it isn't.
I also, when we were all laying on the bed afterwards, after Jim had finished and was very, very happy, it came to me. I turned to them and said, "You guys, I have an idea for a porno script." And they said, "What's the porno script?" And I said, "Almost like a Freaky Friday, but from a porno standpoint, whereas the mother gets into her teenage daughter's body, and the mother's been in the lifestyle. Okay. But she gets in her, right? She gets in her teenage daughter's body.
Holy
she
that
would
be a
rule the
great-
world.
I
She
know.
would rule the world.
I was telling him what we talked about, that sex is wasted on the young.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And
Yes.
everything else. And I said, wouldn't that be an awesome? And then we decided we could write a porno. We could write a porno movie.
Absolutely. Now, it's probably been done.
Probably.
I think we could really do it much better.
Right. It's The Devil and Miss Jones is kind of something similar, where the devil comes into the prudish lady. I'm talking
But that's
the
so
mother.
old. No, I like
the hot daughter and the mother.
Yeah.
Right. And they get switched, and all of a sudden the mother is
And
blowjobs,
she has all of her
sexual knowledge. Right.
Trapped in this beautiful young body. Oh, yeah.
Right. Wouldn't it be a great porno?
It would be great.
That would be.
Great. Yeah. And she gets a chance to do it all over again.
Yeah.
She would rule
Wouldn't
the
it be?
world. Think about it. She'd rule the world. Yeah.
And here's the thing is, what do you think the daughter's going to do when she goes to her first swingers party and she's in her mom's body? Right?
Oh.
Is that not a beautiful plot line twist?
Whoa. Oh, man.
Oh,
Which
wow.
Whew. That's a doozy.
Right. So we're talking 2-hour porno film.
They'd like a storyline.
This is a feature film. Feature film.
Just Freaky Friday that is a little bit more adult. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, a little. Yeah.
We're going to get in trouble with Disney or whoever it is who owns Freaky Friday. So I have to stop saying that. Mother-daughter switch,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
So I'll leave you guys with that thought. We have postulated enough. We skipped. We didn't have any music this week. I guess that's all right. Because I continue to get compliments because I add the music that you guys all recommend to the massage tape, and so I get compliments from the people, and it turns out really well. And I want to give one shout out. I have listened to the third commercial that Mandingo has produced, and by the time you listen to this podcast, you have heard this commercial. Mandingo is so freaking talented. Okay.
Yes, he really is.
He writes those scripts. That is an AI voice that does it. Okay. So it's not a real person that does it. But the latest Beads one, it's so
fabulous.
Fabulous.
It is. It's great.
So if you've made it as a fly on the wall to the end of this episode, we're trying to change the website around a little bit. The tip jar on the website is way down. You got to scroll down to get to it. please leave Mandingo $1. I don't care, $1, $2, make him feel better. Okay, just leave him a little tip. All right, so that he knows you're out there and he knows that you appreciate the work that he's doing, because he does the editing. He pops these commercials in. These things come out of his head. Okay, so
he's a producer. He is a producer.
He's a very good producer. So leave him a tip. If you want to be a guest on the show or have us to talk about something you'd like to talk about, reach out on there. There's a button to send Roger a note. There's a button to send me a note. My email is thejanetvalentine@gmail.com. Leave him a tip, and who knows what the topic's going to be, but I'm sure that our adventures are going to continue. And thanks for everybody who's made it through to the end. And I hope that you come again and come again and come again.
That's it for this episode of Beyond Monogamy. We hope you enjoyed our podcast, and we look forward to having you back again for the next episode of Beyond Monogamy.